and thank you for joining. Our mission is to accelerate equitable solar adoption and universal sustainable living by educating and building community. You can join our community anytime at ases.org/join. Webinar registrants get a special 10% discount on all ASES memberships using the promo code webinar. Before we get started, I'd like to update you on a few highlights of current events and programs. ASES will be having our 51st annual National Solar Conference, Solar 2022, Energy Transition with Economic Justice in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the University of New Mexico from June 21st to 24th. The conference will feature a celebration event for the New Mexico Solar Energy Association's 50th anniversary, a tour of Sandia National Laboratories, NABCEP registered solar installer workshops, and much more. All of the conference sessions will be live streamed for watch in real time and available later in a recorded format for conference registrants. There will be a lot of networking opportunities available in this year's hybrid format. ASES also invites you to participate in our online community. This is a space for community to collaborate, share content and information, and network with each other. We have a special Ask a Renewable Energy Expert forum, and we have our technical divisions experts on call to help answer your questions about anything solar or sustainability related. So be sure to hop on and start engaging at community.ases.org. Thanks for taking the time to listen to our updates. I want to note that this webinar will be recorded, and I will follow up once it's available. I'll ask that you submit your comments in the chat section and questions in the Q&A section, and we'll review everything and answer at the end of the presentation. Now I'd like to introduce to you today's presenter, Lauren Reddington, our National Solar Tour Director and Operations Manager for the Zero Emissions Network, or ZEN. Lauren Reddington is a 2021 Environmental Studies and Pre-Law graduate of the University of Colorado, Boulder. Lauren.
Hi all, thank you for joining the American Solar Energy Society's webinar. I'm Lauren Reddington, the Director of the National Solar Tour, and I'm thrilled to be organizing this year's tour. Today we will go over how to get involved in both attending and hosting a local solar tour or solar site in person, virtually, or as a hybrid format, as well as partnering and sponsoring the tour, resources, social media, and tips and tricks. Carly will first give a brief introduction of ASES and the history and purpose of the tour, and then I will dive into the details.
Established in 1954, ASES is a 501c3 nonprofit that advocates for sustainable living and 100% renewable energy by sharing information, events, and resources to cultivate community and power progress. The National Solar Tour inspires people to go solar because it empowers them with knowledge and advice from neighbors they trust. Research shows that people are inspired to install solar powers because they see them on nearby homes. Solar panels tend to be clustered in certain neighborhoods rather than evenly distributed throughout a city. A Yale study shows that the installation of one additional solar PV rooftop project within the past 6 months increases the average number of installations within a half-mile radius by almost 1/2. These findings suggest that seeding solar panels on a few houses and neighborhoods where they are sparse could help residential solar spread faster to more homes. So although in these times of COVID, we don't like the idea of something that's contagious, the National Solar Tour uses this concept to help spread solar contagion. The strongest predictor of whether a house will have solar panels is the density of solar panels in neighboring properties. Here on the next slide, we have an old flyer from a passive solar tour of homes in Golden, Colorado, our local solar tour in Colorado and Golden, as well as a photo from 1937 of a house with solar on it that was refurbished with new panels and actually on a local tour a couple of years ago by our Florida chapter, Florida Renewable Energy Association. As for the National Solar Tour, what began as a local solar tour and sustainability tour at the Solar Living Institute, a former ASES chapter in Hopland, California, under the direction of John Schaefer, expanded to become the National Solar Tour in 1995. Here we are in our 27th year of the National Solar Tour. It had been a long time coming, but last year we built a hybrid platform to host local tours and solar sites. And this year we're using the same platform. For the National Solar Tour, ASES provides this platform for you to host your events, as well as resources and support before, during, and after all events, promotion of local tours and open houses. Now I'll turn it back over to Lauren Reddington, National Solar Tour Director.
The National Solar Tour is a truly effective program for increasing solar adoption and sustainable upgrades by featuring a collection of local solar tours in addition to single solar sites across the country that feature solar and sustainable technologies. This program presents the unique opportunity for solar and sustainability enthusiasts to share their personal process of going solar and instating sustainable upgrades. Genuine recommendations can be made for installers, financing, and accurate information concerning tax credits, rebates, local laws, or issues can be relayed. Solar is not a required feature of a tour or site, and we encourage anyone with sustainable features and EVs to participate. You can host an event anytime during the year and still be featured on the National Solar Tour map. Before we get into the details, I want to clarify some terms that will be used throughout this presentation. A solar site is a single solar sustainable site, either a part of a local solar tour or not. And sites can include homes, businesses, nonprofits, religious institutions, schools, etc. Sites are not limited to any of these classifications. Any entity that features solar or sustainable features qualifies as a solar site. A local solar tour is a collection of solar and/or sustainable sites, and local solar tours are organized by an organization or individual who recruits their network or local neighbors to join their tour and feature their solar and sustainable features on that specific tour. The sites featured on a local solar tour can be within a neighborhood or town and driven to, bike to, walk to, and virtual sites can be spread out across the country and included on that specific local solar tour. In-person solar sites or local solar tours showcase their solar and sustainable features to attendees solely in person. Virtual solar sites or local solar tours showcase their features through video or photo tours, where they give a tour of their solar and sustainable features. Hybrid solar sites or local solar tours showcase their features to attendees both in person and by creating a photo or video tour. NST is just an abbreviation for ASES' National Solar Tour, and the image to the right of this slide is this year's map. Found on nationalsolartour.org, you can view all the sites and tours participating on this year's National Solar Tour. You can sort by city, solar site type, so whether it's a home, business, etc. The event category, whether it's in person, virtual, or a hybrid format, the state or province, and by sustainable features. For all solar tours and solar sites, regardless if they are in person, virtual, or a hybrid format, we will create a custom RSVP webpage for your event if you opt for it on your sign-up form. If you have the technical ability to create your own webpage promoting your event, you are more than welcome to, and we will link it to your pin on the map. Just please note that you will need to have this web page created and the link copied to paste it into your sign-up form for us to be able to link to it. If you do choose for ASES to create your event page, it will include the solar site or local solar tour name, a featured photo if you provide one, otherwise a placeholder photo will be used, and a landscape-oriented photo is preferred. A description, the descriptions are published to your event page if you opt for us to make you one. So please keep this in mind as it will be made public. An RSVP form to have the approximate number of attendees you can expect at your site, the organizer name and contact information, if you note that this is okay to be featured on your event page, and you would like to give people the ability to contact you with any questions or comments about your site, and only your email address will be listed, and you can opt in or out of this on your sign up page. The address specific to in-person solar sites is the listing of your full address to allow attendees to come to your site. If your site is virtual, we will only list your city, state, and zip code. And for tours, we will only list the tour location, again, just city, state, and zip code. If you sign up each solar site featured on your local solar tour, or the host of the sites do, we can make an event page for each, and those will be linked to the tour event page, visible and clickable at the bottom of the page. Also included on these custom event pages is the start and end dates and times, the event category, the sustainable features, the solar site type, and the organization affiliated if applicable. An in-person local solar tour encompasses all those in-person solar sites on that specific local solar tour. Unique to in-person local solar tour event web pages is the full address of each in-person solar site on that tour and the dates and times attendees can visit the sites. In-person local solar tours are similar to a realtor showing open houses. COVID-19 may still be a concern, so organize your event to your comfort level. Show your solar and sustainable upgrades solely outside, allow your attendees to enter your solar site and require masks if you wish, or have no rules for your attendees. The choice is entirely yours. An in-person solar site is a single site, not necessarily a part of a local solar tour. And unique to these in-person solar site event web pages is the inclusion of the full address of the solar site and the dates and times attendees can visit the site. You can choose to host your event on October 1st or 2nd, or both days if you're opting to participate on the official weekend of the National Solar Tour. Virtual local solar tours encompass all virtual solar sites a part of the virtual local tour. Rather than sites being hosted in person, sites are featured through a photo or video tour. When we reference photo or video tours, we mean a tour of the site showcasing the solar and sustainable features. We recommend hosts of virtual sites to take a video walking through their site, showcasing their features, or taking a collection of photos of those features. Again, we will create a custom event web pages for the sites and tours, and page features are the same as in-person tours, but with the addition of each site's video or photo tour. And names and the solar tour location, again, only listing the city, state, and zip code. Virtual components will go live upon the event page being published and stay up until January 15, 2023. For virtual solar sites, these again are photo or video tours. Previous years, the average watch time of a video tour was about 3 minutes and 26 seconds. However, there's no time minimum or maximum. We do just mention the average watch time for your knowledge. Sometimes it's better to keep it short, sweet, and straight to the sustainable features. But if you have a lot to show, we encourage you to make as long as the video as you deem necessary. Strictly due to computing power, we require you to upload your video tour to a hosting platform, either YouTube or Vimeo, and provide us the link to the video for us to feature it on the map. We have instructions on nationalsolartour.org/resources to walk you through how to upload your videos to either of these platforms. For photo tours, you can upload up to 10 photos on the sign-up form to be featured on your event page. You cannot upload a slideshow, however. Virtual tours or sites have the ability to live stream partial or full tours of their site and link the stream to their webpage or event page we create. Live streams can be via Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Zoom, or any other platform you would like to use, and the link can be posted to your tour webpage, and a recorded version can be uploaded after the fact for anyone who missed it. If you would like to live stream part or all of your event, you will send me an email at solartour@ases.org, and we will work with you to organize this and add it to your pin on the map. Importantly, local solar tours must be signed up prior to solar sites encompassed on those tours can sign up. So hosts can select the tour they are a part of. It is your choice to sign up each solar site a part of your local solar tour as a tour organizer, or have each host of the solar sites a part of your tour do so, and have event pages created and featured under your local solar tour event webpage, where the solar sites will again be visible and clickable at the bottom of that event page. Hybrid tours include both in-person and virtual components. Hybrid tours can include both fully virtual sites and fully in-person sites, as well as sites that opt to have in-person attendance and publish virtual components online. Unique to hybrid event web pages for local solar tours is each site's video or photo tour and their name, the full address of each in-person site, the event's dates and times of in-person events, and hybrid solar sites contain both an in-person and virtual component. When you sign up a hybrid solar site, you will select the days and times you wish your attendees to come, and as well upload your virtual components. Unique to hybrid event web pages is the site's photo or video tour, full address of the in-person site, and hybrid solar sites also have the ability to live stream tours of their site and link the stream to their web page. Note, if you do not provide a featured photo upon signing up, we will utilize a placeholder photo as seen to the right of this slide. But we really encourage you to upload a photo as it adds great value to your event page. This year's form is the simplest and quickest to fill out to date. There is one form for both sites and tours. You do want to make sure if your event includes any virtual components that you have the content ready before you sign up, because that is the sole upload location for it to be featured on your event page and the map. In-person solar sites and tours can sign up right away, and it takes less than 5 minutes to do so. Please fill out the form in the order the questions are asked. As you select certain options, other questions will appear. Please fill out all the required fields. If you do not, your form will not be submittable and you will not be signed up. Once you have successfully signed up, you will receive a confirmation email. I want to emphasize the need for hosts when signing up to finish all steps by agreeing and submitting for pins to be created on the map. If the form is not submitting, try scrolling down the entire form, looking for the required field that is not filled out. This form has you fill out only the important information we need for your event page and pin on the map. We offer the in-person solar sites and tours the option of receiving yard signs and brochures to promote your event. However, we ask that if you have hosted a site or tour previously, that you reuse your yard signs or brochures to reduce the carbon footprint associated with this program. Feel free to create your own yard signs and or brochures as you like. We also request that local solar tour organizers solely opt to receive yard signs and brochures and distribute them to the solar site hosts a part of their tours. If solar sites, a part of a local solar tour, decide to sign up their site, we ask that they opt to not receive yard signs and brochures. This again reduces the amount of paper, plastic, and shipping utilized during this program and the associated carbon emissions. Yard signs are double-sided curated plastic, notating that the location of the sign is a solar or sustainable site. The brochures include information about solar tours and sites, information about switching to solar and the benefits of sustainable upgrades, and these brochures can be distributed to attendees. The deadline to sign up and receive yard signs and brochures is August 15th. You can sign up at nationalsolartour.org/signup. And for a step-by-step guide on signing up your local solar tour or solar site, you can visit our resources at nationalsolartour.org/resources. But I will now walk through signing up. So once you have arrived at the sign up website, you'll scroll down and select if you are signing up a solar site or local solar tour. Once you make that selection, you will add your solar site by clicking this button and the form will populate. You'll fill out your contact information, the organization or company name associated with your solar site. Note that this will be the name of your venue. So if the organization is not affiliated with the solar site, just leave this blank. You'll fill out the solar site address. If there are additional contacts for your solar site, if yes, you will fill out their information here, and you can add additional contacts by pressing this plus button. If you're planning on hosting your solar site in person, virtually, or as a hybrid format, I'll choose hybrid so we can see the questions relevant to in-person and virtual events. The type of solar site you are hosting, drop-down menu here that you'll select. Your solar site name, feel free to be as creative or uncreative as you would like with this. The sustainable features attendees can see when they visit your site. You'll also have the option of selecting all here. If your solar site is net zero, this year's National Solar Tour has partnered with the Energy and Environmental Building Alliance, and we would invite you, if your site is net zero, to register your site on their Team Zero inventory list. We ask if your solar site is a part of a local solar tour. If it is, you will select which one, the dates and times of your solar site, and you can add another day by clicking this little plus button here, the system size and HERS rating of your site, if you would like us to create that event page. If yes, you will upload your featured photo. Again, landscape photo is preferred, and then provide us a description of your solar site, what attendees can expect, any specific instructions, anything you would like to tell site goers about your site. If you do not have us create that event page, we'll have you put the link here so we can link your web page on the map. If you would like your email to be public on your solar site page, if yes, you'll provide that public email here. If you're showcasing your solar site through a photo or video tour, if you opt for a photo tour, you'll upload your files here. If you're opting for the video tour, you'll include that link to the Vimeo or YouTube video. If you're interested in receiving yard signs and brochures for your site, if yes, we will have you let us know how many brochures you would like, if you would like a yard sign, and the most recent mailing address that those yard signs and brochures can be shipped to. And then finally, if you have hosted a solar site previously, ask that you let us know. And then if you would like to be added to our mailing list and receive solar updates from ASES, you can let us know that here. And finally, you'll click agree to our terms and conditions and add your solar site. Once you complete all those steps, the solar site name will appear here. You'll click I agree and then submit your form. Once you do that, you'll be successfully signed up and receive a confirmation email. If you're signing up a local solar tour, this form is a bit quicker. Again, you'll fill out your contact information, the address of the tour, if there are additional contacts, if you're planning on hosting in-person, virtual, or hybrid tour, the local solar tour name, what sustainable features will be present on sites included in your tour, if any of the solar sites on your tour are net zero, the days and times of your local solar tour, if you would like us to create a custom event page for your tour, upload your featured photo if you would like that event page, provide a description of the tour, including the geographic scope of the tour. If you would like your email to be public, if you're interested in receiving yard signs, if yes, you'll tell us how many and provide us your most recent mailing address that those brochures and signs can be sent to. And finally, let us know if you've hosted a local solar tour previously, if you would like to stay in touch with ASES, and finally, you'll agree to our terms and conditions. Then you'll add your local solar tour. I'll note that as I did not fill out most of these fields, it will let me know that there was a problem with my submission. And then you can just scroll down and see what field is required that you did not fill out. Once you have filled out that form successfully, your local solar tour name will appear here. You can add another one if you are hosting multiple, and then you'll click I agree and you'll submit the form. Then you'll be successfully signed up. Our priority is to make organizing an event as easy and simple as possible for tour organizers and solar site hosts. In a moment, I will do a show and tell of the resources we have available, But first, I want to highlight our monthly organizer calls. The next one is on July 28th at 12 p.m. Mountain Time. And these calls will continue to occur every month on the fourth Thursday until October on Zoom. If you would like to attend these calls, send me an email at solartour@ases.org, and I will send you the Google Calendar invite and share the Zoom link. Tour resources can be found at nationalsolartour.org/resources. And the graphics and flyers there are downloadable as PDFs. And now I will show you the resources. Once you've arrived at nationalsolartour.org/resources, you will find our in-person toolkit, tour release forms for in-person attendees, some tips, a press release you can issue about your sites, a sign-in sheet so you can track how many attendees you had, our yard sign, how-to guides to sign up a solar site, a part of a local solar tour, or just signing up a local solar tour. Again, sign-in sheets for solar sites, how to sign up a solar site, another press release, a how-to guide to host a virtual local solar tour, how to film a solar site, photo tours, how to upload those videos to YouTube and Vimeo, how-to guide for photo tours and solar sites, press release again for virtual solar sites, and then all of our promotional resources. So we have our official sign, we have some fill-in flyers that can be put on your yard or on social media captions and hashtags you can use, and some in-person virtual banners, an RSVP banner, and an event announcement banner that can be shared to your social media platforms, as well as our previous tour brochures and this year's tour brochure, and a special toolkit for solar installers. Some suggestions for hosting a successful in-person event is signage, offer educational materials for sustainable aspects of your site, have host name badges, have the builders and installers present if possible for questions from attendees, offer a laptop slideshow showcasing the sustainable aspects of the site, make literature, brochures, business cards for builders, architects, etc. available to attendees, create a site brochure, including specs, list of resources, installers, builders, designers, specific equipment used, have an explicit shoe off policy or offer reusable shoe covers if attendees are entering your site, have photos of the site and programs, brochures, maps, have anything on hand that physically shows construction details of the site. Builders can supply these. Emphasize energy efficiency before renewable energy consumption. Providing light refreshments is always a nice touch if you are comfortable providing them. Put up signs, create maps to direct people from each tour site if you're hosting a local solar tour. If houses are far apart on your tour, consider breaking up the sites into multiple maps, indicating street names. And most importantly, have fun. Some suggested tips and tricks for creating virtual components. Show your face, make sure you're in the video or photo tours. Ask someone to help film your video or shoot your photo tour. Hold the camera still, choose a good background, utilize bright or natural lighting for clear photos and videos. And for videos, make sure to limit background noise. Keep the distance between you and your filmer pretty close to make sure you can be well heard throughout your video. Consider keeping your video short and easily digestible if possible. And print out the National Solar Tour sign I showed in the resources to use in your photos or videos. And again, have fun making this content. Help spread the word about the National Solar Tour while promoting your organization or company. Partnering with the National Solar Tour is a great and free way to cross-promote events and information. We post our partners' logos on our website and promote their events and information via our newsletter and social media platforms. In return, we ask our partners to ask their network to get involved by hosting or attending the tour via email or social media. You can learn more and fill out the form to become a partner at the link on the slide, or you can share this opportunity with a company or organization you think may be interested. By becoming a sponsor of the National Solar Tour, you are contributing to making this long-standing event possible. There are even more reasons to sponsor the National Solar Tour than what is listed on this slide, and I encourage you to learn more or share this opportunity with someone you think may be interested. You can learn more at the link on this slide, and you can view the full 2022 media portfolio at the link on the slide as well to view all the benefits and opportunities for sponsoring the tour. You can call or email Terry Steele to become a sponsor. Come learn about solar and sustainable upgrades for your home by attending the 27th National Solar Tour. RSVP to individual in-person local solar tours or solar sites on their event web pages, or for the official National Solar Tour weekend and add the event to your calendar. Check out the National Solar Tour map to see events happening near you and virtually throughout the year. To some degree, everyone that participates on the National Solar Tour cares about our environment and values sustainability. So we encourage you to travel between in-person sites utilizing EVs, e-bikes, by walking or biking. The National Solar Tour features a lot of cool things and provides content for everyone. Videos and solar tours range from quick and simple showings of solar systems to in-depth technical reports that shows reports of energy generation, grid compatibility, and more. There's content from installers, customers of installers, and do-it-yourselfers. It shows new builds and historic homes who have gone solar, small businesses and large businesses to nonprofits. Shows co-housing and community solar, solar gardens, and small farms. Religious institutions and government buildings can be seen on the tour, as well as passive solar home designs, permaculture, and native landscaping. It includes different reasons why people went solar, from saving money, a necessity for rural areas, and environmental reasons. It dives into solar appliances like heat pumps and induction cooktops that can be powered by your panels. And endless sustainability upgrades can be seen on the National Solar Tour. And it gives every different person who is thinking of going solar wide range of options, tips, and lessons learned. Social media is a great way to promote the National Solar Tour, receive publicity for your event, and spread solar and sustainability contagion. You can use the hashtags on this slide to increase the virality of your posts. You can grab content, graphics, photos, and captions from our resources page. And I encourage you all to follow our platforms, share a post, and tag us in your posts. Some important deadlines to know: the last day to sign up for in-person events to receive yard signs and brochures is August 15th. The very last day to sign up is September 15th. The official weekend of the National Solar Tour is October 1st and 2nd. In virtual components, those photos and video tours will go live upon the event page being published and will stay on our website until January 15th, 2023 to give the opportunity to others who missed it previously to view that content. Here are all the important links referenced during this webinar. I will send you all a copy of the slides after this webinar. And if you have any questions or anything comes up, we are here to support you. You can contact me at solartour@ases.org. And here are 2 discount offers for ASES memberships and conference passes exclusively offered to National Solar Tour participants. And thank you all for taking the time to listen and learn about the National Solar Tour. We will now open the floor to questions.
All right.
So yeah, just to clarify, yeah, that August 15th deadline is just for in-person events to receive yard signs and brochures to give us some time to get those to you. But the final date to sign up for the tour is September 15th.
Great, thank you, Lauren. Robert Lagerblad asks, what does the brochures include?
Yeah, so it will list out the solar sites and local solar tours. It will provide information about going solar, as well as instating sustainable upgrades and some other resources.
Wonderful, that's all the questions we have for today.
Great. Well, thank you all for joining. This webinar has been recorded and will be uploaded to our ASES YouTube channel by the end of the week. This program is truly an effective program for increasing solar adoption and sustainable upgrades, and we couldn't do it without all of you. So thank you for engaging and participating on this year's tour.